Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Video Knowledge Series powered by mFilter. As a part of this series, the discussion today focuses on reinventing the role of agencies. Taking this conversation forward, we have the editor-in-chief of AdGalley, Shanta Saikia, in conversation with Vinod Thadani, chief of digital Mindshare South Asia. Mr. Thadani has been at the helm of driving the digital capabilities of the agency. As a part of the special knowledge series powered by mFilter, Mr. Thadani shares several insights on the emerging trends in the digital marketing space, the growing significance of performance marketing, and how to bring in transparency and accountability for brands in the new normal. I hope all of you enjoy this discussion and please subscribe to AdGalley on YouTube.
Yes, a few of the trends which currently we are seeing is definitely e-commerce is something which is picking up in a long way. Secondly, I think everyone is talking about uh, performance marketing,
Right.
because I think there is a very thin line between brand and performance, and currently everybody is talking about, especially during COVID, we've learned that performance marketing is going to be the big thing going forward. Uh,
Right.
Mobile voice is something which is picking on people, especially
Right.
in the tier two, tier three areas. And we've seen a lot much interaction on voice where brands have taken a active participation. Uh,
Right.
the two or three big trends which we keep on seeing. The other fourth one is people being at home. I think entertainment on your personal devices, especially
Right.
during COVID when content was off on television. Uh, on your devices, people used to watch a lot of original content, and that's how the entire uh, penetration of all the major OTT platforms has seen a huge rise. People have
Right.
not even shied away from, in fact, subscribing rather than only seeing free content. If the content is great, people don't mind subscribing. We've seen a lot of trends in that direction as well. So yeah, these are the 4 5 trends which I would feel I've seen in the lately in the recent past. I guess within media, marketing, advertising, and the entire ecosystem, I think the place of an agency continues to be that sweet spot where logic and magic always comes together, uh, where art and science of the craft always collide. So I guess there are 3 4 things where I see that the relevance and the role of media agencies. The first is uh, medium agnostic planning and buying is not the only or the key focus of agencies, but there are other areas like e-commerce. uh, Clients are seeing media agencies as partners in their e-commerce journey, from platform building to actually end of the funnel, which is performance. That's
Right.
one of the things which I feel. The other thing is simplification of data and tech trends to actual marketing application. What I mean by that is, as an agency, we are exposed to a plethora of new tech, data uh, companies in ad tech, martech, and data partners. But I think it actually the client needs is what actually means for that business is something which, as an agency, we need to refine and go back and present it to the client. And I think that's a skill by itself. It should be as per the client's requirement, what the client needs to meet the core KPIs which the client has given us to perform. I think the third thing is definitely ensuring, transparency and accountability. I think we have to, as an agency, put a skin in the game, and we have to make it a very safe place for clients to advertise, because we work with clients' budgets, we work with clients' ad dollars, and we need to make sure that there isn't any data fraud or there isn't any ad fraud which happens. And hence, we need to make sure we work with all the third party measurement companies to give an entire solution to the client, which is absolutely brand safe and without any ad fraud.
Right.
I think
Right.
the last and not the least is, I just mentioned in my opening remarks is, currently I've seen such a lot of change in the entertainment, the way it is being consumed, the kind of content which has been currently being produced. And as media agencies, I think somewhere I feel that we have the pulse of the industry, and hence we play a very strong role when it comes to content creation, amplification for the brands. I think that's
Right.
where I would feel that that's the role of the media agency across all these pointers. At Group M, we have a very strict and a no tolerance on brand safety and ad fraud and things like that. We work with across all our clients. We have a blacklist, whitelist, which we work with. We work with all our partners, making sure that there is enough amount of transparency and accountability being done for each and every client when we take the campaigns live. We have a very clear policy that we will work with all the third-party measurement companies on brand safety, ad fraud, and viewability, and those publishers who don't accept certain norms, current industry norms, we generally don't work with them. We have a very clear policy when it comes to activating the campaigns, going back to the clients with deliverables and reports based on what was sanctioned, planned before the campaign, and what has been delivered to them uh, across the transparency. On accountability, I think when I said I put a skin in the game is especially when we take the campaign live and the objectives are and the KPIs are mutually aligned. We work towards making sure by working with the partner that we deliver more than 100% to that campaign, whether the goal is branding, whether the goal is performance. At any given point of time, we work back with the partners and telling them that we would require certain kinds of optimization if required.
Right.
So there is a lot of uh, during the campaign involvement from us when we work across length and breadth of digital and mobile partners to deliver the client objectives.
Right.
I think with the advancement in attribution techniques and the way consumer buying behavior we all understand has changed in the past 6 months, everything we do in marketing now would be in performance marketing. And what I mean is, the line between the brand and the performance campaigns are diminishing. Also, the pandemic has for sure brought the scale in terms of people buying goods and services online. They've also opened up, marketeers and clients have opened up huge options for consumers, which they may or may not have had before. But consumers are now experiencing them and also, buying online. I think with more buying options, initially we had this brand advantage, brand loyalty. I think somewhere it is somewhere diminishing, and hence the role becomes much more clearer. And I'll tell you why. Because at any given point of time, currently we can't afford as an agency to have a siloed created. So there is a content, there is a planner, there is a UI UX team, there is a data team, there's a strategy team. I think everybody comes together. There is an integrated one team to make sure that we work with the product, the creative agency, we work with the data and the tech team, we work with the strategy team, we work with the digital team to give a complete solution to the client, which at the end of the day helps the client to even acquire and retain the customers during the change which is happening in their life. So I
Right.
guess if you see the entire funnel, uh, you have to work across the funnel because consumers are changing the way they are looking and buying things, and hence agency needs to be much more adaptive. So I guess to sum it up, I think everyone even remotely associated with marketing today has to transform himself to being a performance marketer and a performance
Right.
agency.